Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you finding it challenging to plan your yoga retreat or just to get things going smoothly? Welcome. My name is Nina Sachs. I am a yoga teacher trainer, and a yoga health coach. I've been in the industry since 2003. I have hosted many yoga retreats. I have done many of the pitfalls, and I have managed to overcome quite a few of the hurdles. So today we're going to be chatting about, or in this video, I'm going to explain why it's so essential, so important to have a clear goal when it comes to your retreat, and make sure you set the end, because I'm going to share with you my 3-step process that I use when I get myself into a slump, when I start questioning myself and life and all those things, and how I can get out of myself, get out of that mindset very, very quickly. But first of all, let's get into why it is so important to set that goal, to have a clear goal. Now, what exactly is a clear goal? Well, it is knowing like what the purpose is of your retreat. So is it that you want to make money? Is it that you want to build community? Is it that you want to have a good time? Is it that you want to educate? Like, what is the main goal? You got to choose one, because that helps you get clear on how you, or what it is you're going to be bringing to the retreat. And you're also able to set expectations. So for yourself and for those attendees, if they know it is like for community, like a community vibe, that's cool. If they know it's going to be like for detox, then they know that that's what's going to happen. If they know that it's regarding education, that's what that's what's going to be. If it's just going to be like a fun time out, then they can expect that maybe it's not going to be like a serious retreat. So you can then harness kind of like expectations. People know what they're getting themselves into, and you know how to organize that retreat. So that is the first thing. Now, how do you do that? And this is where it gets a bit tricky. Well, clearly define the goal. That's what it is. If you are able to, and you like goals, you might even want to make it a SMART goal. So like that is something specific. And it's easy enough to kind of like set a SMART goal when you're looking at your yoga retreat. Well, what is it that you're wanting to do? Okay, well, maybe I'm wanting to make sure that I have like a community orientated yoga retreat. Okay, like it's to build community. That's the goal. So that's very specific. That's the S. Is it M? Is it measurable? Okay, well, how would I measure that? Well, if I could get, say, 10 different yoga teachers or practitioners to the retreat, that is building community. And that is what I want. Okay, cool. Now I know what my numbers are. Is it achievable? Well, yes, I know like 30 yoga teachers, and everyone I've spoken to, or practitioners, everyone I've spoken to is pretty keen to collaborate with me. So I think it is quite achievable to do that. Is it relevant? Well, yes, because I want to have a community-based yoga retreat. So it is very relevant. And then there's a time bound, and that would probably be like the time that you would choose to do the yoga retreat, that weekend that you're hosting that yoga retreat. Okay, so now we've got our SMART goal. We know the purpose of what it is that we're doing. We want to build community, whatever your goal or your purpose is. That needs to be crystal clear in your mind before you actually even start and you go further with the planning process. So now you've gone down through the planning process, things are happening, and you're just having one of those days where you're like in a slump and you're just questioning yourself, maybe kind of like the bookings aren't coming in as you anticipated, people are pulling out, this person and that, everything is just kind of like happening. And maybe you're in one of those slumps and you're just feeling really shitty, and you're feeling frustrated, or you're feeling annoyed. And so these are my 3 steps that I am going to suggest you do. Number 1 is you're going to take a step back and you're going to look at the bigger picture. This is why it was so important to have that goal. Like, what was that goal? Was it to build community? Was it to share and educate people? Like, what was that bigger goal? Okay, now I know what that bigger goal is. I can get into that feeling and that vision of, okay, I'm doing this for a specific reason. Then you're going to acknowledge the feeling that you have. Okay, I'm so frustrated right now. I'm so pissed off. I am so disappointed. Whatever that feeling is, acknowledge it, because it is real. And a feeling is just a feeling. And we know that with feeling, things can shift and change and move. We're never always just happy and vibrant. We're never always just sad and disappointed. Like, a feeling can shift and change. It's not just stuck in one place. Okay, so acknowledge the feeling. Then just notice, where is it in your body? Okay, well, maybe it's in my heart. Maybe it's in my throat. Maybe I'm not speaking the way my truth or what I'm meant to be getting across. Maybe it's in my gut. Maybe it's in my shoulder. And you're just going to place a hand or two there. You're going to breathe into it. So you've acknowledged the feeling, the frustration, the anger, the hurt, whatever it may be. And you're just going to take it and you're going to pop it down. And be like, okay, feeling, it's just a feeling and it can move. Right now it has moved from my shoulder down onto the table. It's just going to hang out there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take action. That's part 3, towards that bigger goal. And so that may mean making a phone call. That may mean sending that hard email. That may mean phoning the caterer and organizing something with that. It may mean making a social media post. It may mean getting on camera and doing a video. It may mean going through your past testimonials and looking for something. Like, you just need to take action on something that is going to move you towards that goal of hosting that yoga retreat. And so those are my 3 tips for you, or steps for you, when you feel that you are in a slump. So it's really important at the beginning to have that goal, to know what that big long-term goal is, because when you are in one of those slumps, and I promise you, you will have a day or 2 at least on this journey before your retreat, that you're going to have one of those days. And what you need to be able to do is just draw yourself back out of that situation, see that bigger picture as to like why and what you're doing. Acknowledge that feeling, pop your hand where you're noticing that feeling, remove that feeling, and then just go and take action. And it doesn't have to be action like for the whole day. It could just be 10 minutes or 20 minutes that you go and create that one Facebook post or Instagram post. It may just be that one phone call, that one email that you have to respond to. And that's what you do. And that's going to shift and move. And you'll probably find that you then start spending a bit more time on whatever project it is that you're needing to do, and that is going to shift the energy. And then you're going to get yourself back into alignment and back on track to getting towards that goal of your yoga retreat. All right, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you know a yoga teacher that's maybe having a little bit of stress with setting up her retreat, please share this on with her. And if you have any questions or comments, pop them in the comments below. Otherwise, you're welcome to grab my free 10 habits guide, which is there for yoga teachers to help you stay calm, centered, and sane as you prepare your next yoga retreat. Have a beautiful day. Sending so much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.